What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be letting you guys know everything I love about this car and everything that I don't. Now, the title's probably 5 things I love and hate. I don't know if there's 5, there might be more, there might be less, who knows, but I'm going to walk you through it anyway. So I'm not here to waste your time, we'll get straight into it. Now, off the rip, first thing I absolutely love about this car is, well, just look. Like, that is one of the coolest chasers I have ever seen, and I might be a little biased, but just overall, what would you even call it? It sort of sounds cringy, but like the aura, the vibe that this car gives off is just like, just so cool. Like the presence, I'm just gonna say number one, the presence, like it just, oh, it's just so good. Now, I'll sort of do a bit of a speed run and try and do it without any cropping, so bear with me. Factory HIDs and the cool yellow fog lights. It just is an absolute vibe. Now, there's two parts to this, because yes, it is sick and I absolutely love them, so I'm going to put that on the love list, but I'm also going to put it on the not love list. I don't like how expensive those headlights are, so I'm thinking about taking the factory HID headlights out, putting like the base model, because this is a Tourer V, putting like the base model ones in and doing the LED conversion, because then they're way brighter, and then I'm not like ruining very expensive. I think they were over $1,000 for the headlights now, which is sort of crazy. So love them, hate the cost. Now that is going to be a big one, the cost. These are getting more and more love now, which is great, but the price is going up and up. Gone are the days where you could get one of these for like 10-15 grand. I well and truly missed that boat. I paid 40 grand for this, fully stock and auto. So I'm going to go out and say that it's probably the most expensive stock chaser in Australia that's been purchased, but it could almost have passed for like museum, is that the word? Yeah, like museum quality. Like this thing, mint. Underneath it, mint. There's a few little paint imperfections which I've actually got touched up now, so it's pretty well mint now. But yeah, I well and truly overpaid, but I paid because I wanted the best condition and a full ground up so I can show it on YouTube of everything we're doing. Next thing I love are my work T5R 2Ps. These are my first ever multi-piece wheel, and I think they just look incredible. The T7Rs look sick as well, which if you don't know the difference, 5R 5-spoke, the 7R 7-spoke. But yeah, I'm a fan of this look. It sort of gives off Advan GT vibes, which were another contender of what I wanted to do. Or one of my favorite wheels ever, the Kawamis / the CR2Ps, if I wanted to go 2-piece, but I just don't know if you can get that good of aggressive fitment with the CR2Ps. So yeah, I'm stoked with this option though. The only downside is that I have stock brakes, and behind this sick wheel is just a dirty, ugly rotor and a dirty, stock, slow, shitty looking caliper. So that is on the agenda to fix. I probably won't be able to go big brakes because it's not as bad now because there's a spacer, but that I literally like fingernail clearance with how close those brakes were. So I don't know if even with a spacer, if there's enough clearance there to go big brakes, but at least get them painted to a cool color. I don't know if maybe the purple would be too much, but yeah, love the wheels. Hate that you can see the shitty brakes behind it. Next is a love and a hate is this color. So right now, obviously it is absolutely glowing because I just washed it, but I hate that it looks black. I had this with my Falcon. It looked black, or actually it looked brown. That was a wrap though. This is paint, factory 6 and 9. I love the condition of it. I love how clean it is. But again, I hate that it looks black. This car is actually a metallic green, would you believe? Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Because there's so many clouds, I won't be able to show you, but I'll put up a photo of it in my driveway after a fresh wash with the sun on it. Completely different color. And that color is what I absolutely love. So yet again, I've cursed myself with a color that can look sick, but when there's no light, I don't think it does. And that really bothers me. You know, when you know something's potential, it's like a parent. You know your kid's got potential, but they're not applying themselves, so it pisses you off. That's me with this car. I know how good the color can look, but when the sun's not on it, it doesn't look that good, and it makes me hate it. So who knows, I might wrap it one day. That seems to be what I do, but for now, I absolutely love the vibe this car gives off. Even when it is black like this, it's still so sick. Like, everything I've done still goes, whether it's black or green, and for that, I love it. All right, now another love and hate, because I actually got flamed in the video I did, love and hate, on my Falcon. Everyone was like, oh, the things you hate are just, it's an old car that got used, blah, blah, blah. I don't care, I'm allowed to hate it because it's my car. If it bothers me, it bothers me. If it doesn't bother you, who cares? It's not your car. So, biggest thing that bothers me, this exhaust. It sounds mint, but the guy that did it well and truly ripped me off. I'm not going to say any names. There is a video on it where I didn't say his name in that either, because I don't want to go down that route. But look how off center it is in the factory hole. It's just so annoying, because it does sound good. Thankfully, when I got this painted, which actually was only a few days ago, they grounded off his logo, because he'd welded it on without asking, and it looks shit house. So thankfully now I'm not giving him any free advertisement, although it's not exactly advertisement I would want my brand attached to, because yeah, it's off center, it's way too small for that hole, and it's not actually even the job that I asked for. It was meant to be a completely different system. Don't get me started. I hate the exhaust on this car. Sounds really good, but I hate everything about it because the bloke that did it ripped me off and did a shitty job. So we'll leave it at that. Next thing I love my plates. It takes some people that don't understand, you know, the whole clout on the internet. It takes them a few goes to get it, but if you read the plate and you think that this is an internet car, which it is because you're obviously watching it on the internet, it's a clout chaser. How bloody smart. It sort of means that I'm locked into having this plate on a chaser, so if I ever want to sell it, someone with a chaser is going to have to buy it and sort of find it as funny. But I think it is the perfect fitting car for a car that is getting built on the internet. So love that. Love the fitment. The fitment's sick. I did actually get pretty well the same specs that everyone runs. So like the go-to copy and paste specs for the JZXs are 18 by 9.5 plus 22. So I've seen that, and like they were pretty spicy on some cars. So I was like, you know what? I don't want this thing slammed. I'll go 18 by 9.5 plus 25. Then I went down the rabbit hole. It was already on coilovers. We maxed them out, like lowered them as much as they could go. Wasn't enough. Ordered BCs, lowered it, still wasn't enough. Maxed them out, which is now, the rear is completely maxed out. The fronts are a little bit off max. And ultimately, the fitment's actually too weak. So I went plus 25s. I have 5mm spacers front and rear, and I've well and truly scrubbed through. I actually melted through my inner guard liner in the front, and the rear's pretty good. I've just hit the guard on the inside a little bit on the back left, which you can't see from the outside. It hasn't warped the guard, but it's just cracked the paint. So yeah, if anything, I would like to, if I'm ever going to order wheels again, I'll probably go like plus, well, I don't know, like, what's 5mm? So at the moment they're technically plus 20. So I'd probably go like a plus 15 even, maybe. Plus 15 or plus 18, and then not have spacers. So that could sort of be cool, get a bit more dish. But yeah, it's crazy to think that I went more conservative because I didn't want spicy, and now, yeah, I'm running spacers to make it more spicy. So I don't like that, because I'd rather not have spacers. I don't really think it's a big deal, but I just would rather not have spacers than have them. So just personal preference. What else do I love about this thing? I love the Series 1 tail lights. A lot of people upgrade them for the Series 2, but I don't know, I honestly prefer them. So if you don't know the difference, I'll try to put a photo next to it, but essentially the clear piece is at the top on the Series 2. So there you go. I like the Series 1 better, and also on the front, pretty similar. Like the headlights are all the same, but the front bar is different, and the fog lights are more like sharp and aggressive on the Series 2. they definitely look way better. Again, I'll try and put a comparison next to it. But yeah, the fog lights in these are sort of big and round. They're a lot more sharp on the Series 2, which I definitely think looks better, but like I've said in a previous video, sometimes you just got to let a Series 1 be a Series 1. Except for the one exception, that steering wheel absolutely does not help with the nice Camry, bro, because it is literally a Camry steering wheel. It is so ugly. Why they ever put it in it, especially in like the sports model, which is the Tourer V, it really doesn't make sense to me, but they did, and I hate them for it. So this, I will be getting changed. I just need a Boss kit, and I'm gonna go, I do have a, I'm not gonna lie, it's a nutty rep. It's the HKS one. It's not like a real flimsy rep. It's actually, crazy to say, a good quality rep. It's still a rep, I know, but I sort of, I don't know, I might just put that on my sim. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for LZ to restock his steering wheels. So I would have an LZ one, it's just he's taken ages to restock it. I saw that he recently did, Drift HQ did a care package for TJ Hunt in an S15, and there was a new wheel. The reason I didn't get his last one is because it has the orange stripe here, and orange doesn't fit the vibe with this car at all, so didn't want that. If it was red, maybe, but the one they sent TJ was black and had the black stripe, so that could be the vibe. It was the like the suede, which I had that on my 35, and I didn't like that you get the balls, like where you hold it. I'd rather like the perforated leather, so he used to have both of them. Hopefully he brings that back with the all black, because then I'd have an LZ wheel. So sorry for the rant, but yeah, I hate this steering wheel. Love the factory carbon. If you don't know, all this is factory, genuine carbon. They do yellow a lot, so you just sand it back and re-clear it. This is untouched, and it's actually in really good condition. And like carbon here, carbon there, carbon there, carbon here. It's everywhere, it's sick. For factory, excuse the rags, but it's also on the back there. I think that's a real cool touch. Everyone wants to call it like the Japanese Falcon, but the Falcon doesn't have carbon throughout it, so that's sick. This was my favorite thing when I picked it up, because I didn't know it had it. Wait for it. Can you see that? It has swinging vents. Literally so sick. I thought that was only in the Crowns, but nope. So friggin' cool. Dash, it's pretty boring. It's not cracked or anything, but I got a little dash just to, a dash mat to protect it. Interior wise, it's still pretty boring, other than my gorgeous seats. The back, the Series 1 again has like this pattern throughout, which I think looks sick, because I think it sort of, honestly, like fits like with the carbon vibe. The Series 2, they changed that pattern, and I think it looks way worse. So again, big up to the Series 1, because I think it looks better in that aspect. I think that's it. It drives wicked. It sounds wicked. That's got to be like one of the top contenders. It's a 1J. It is like one of the best sounding engines, besides a rotary in my opinion. So take from that what you will. You may disagree, you may not, I don't know. My camera's about to die. I've got 2 minutes of footage left on my SD card, and my camera thing is flashing. What else? I actually had a list. Price. Oh, one thing I hate, the boot is super flimsy. If you put anything in your boot and it slides and hits the edge, you're guaranteed to dent your boot outwards, which is what I just had fixed, because they obviously had something in the back in Japan. It slid and dented it, which that's really annoying. All right, my camera died as I expected. I just watched a bird poo. Anywho, I love that there's so many different like directions you can go with this. Like you could make it sick for roll racing, put giant meaty tires on the back and just make it like a straight line weapon. Or like most people do, you can make it like a sick street car / a wicked drift car. These things handle so good. They are super capable. The 1J, like it's a 1J, like a bulletproof motor that just sounds mint, performs mint, and you can have heaps of fun with it. And so I like it. It's versatile. You can just make it slow and cool like I have at the moment, make it fast like I'm planning to, drift it, drag it, whatever you want to do. It is a super capable car. There's a plethora of parts. I don't know if I've already said that, but I'll crop this if I have. There is so many parts. Yes, a lot of them are expensive, but there are so many parts that you can get for this thing to suit whatever direction you do want to go with it. And I think that's sick, being able to, you know, have all these parts. People are just starting to like reproduce hard to get like factory pieces like the headlights and interior trim and stuff, which is sick, because as they start to skyrocket in price, it gets a bit hard to justify it on an old little taxi. So there's that. One thing that I found to be a problem recently is, I know I'm going to butcher it because I'm not fully up to date with all the mechanics behind this thing, but there's something with like the upper control arm geometry, or however it works. When you slam it like I have, it puts the upper control arm at a like real steep angle, and then when you hit bumps, it shoots up and smacks your strut tower, which I have been doing. I've actually got a dent on both sides of my strut towers where it's been metal on metal and smacked. So if you hit something hard enough, you can actually pierce through your strut tower, which is then a whole new problem. So the fix to that is you can get your spindle shortened by about 30 mil, get it refabbed up, re-welded, and then you get 30 mil spacers that go at the lower control arm, I believe, and that then fixes your geometry. So I do have to do that. Hopefully it's around 500 bucks. The spacers themselves are literally 2 bolts and like a spacer this big, and that's like 150 bucks from Just Jap. And then obviously you got to get someone to cut and re-weld your spindle and then a wheel alignment. So hopefully that fixes it, because it genuinely makes it not enjoyable to drive, because when you hit a bump, it sounds like you're snapping the car in half, and it's not fun. Pretty sure I've covered everything I need to, everything I love about this car. There is a long list. I've probably forgotten a bunch. So if you're a JZX person and there's things that I've missed that you love or hate about these cars, let me know in the comments, because it's good to be more educated on the car that I have. One other thing that I'm going to say that I love is that this car came with every piece of documentation that you could imagine. Every service that this car had, I have the full printout of what was done, what parts were looked at, inspected, blah blah blah. I've got the paperwork and the receipts from the air purifier that this thing came with. Everything you could imagine, like all the factory options. I have it all, down to a shark key ring right here. Literally says "The Strong New Chaser." Hopefully you guys can see that right there. I'm butchering it. I'm trying to film backwards, but yeah, the guy like just ticked every box, other than the fact that I don't have a sunroof. I wish I had the sunroof model, because that'd be gangster. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna head home now because I fly to work tomorrow, and I just want to get a video up for you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please smash the like button and subscribe. It's free to do both of those things, and honestly it takes about 10 seconds. So if you could, that would be wicked. But the final thing that I love about this Chaser is this. Just can't beat that sound. Like, you really can't. Also, how nice is this estate that I'm in? So good. Hopefully they don't mind an old Japanese mobile's been chilling, but oh, it's so good. Like, proper good. And probably the overall best part, if I put it in neutral, the 1J limiter. Oh, can't be beaten, won't be beaten. So good. So sick. One thing I have noticed actually since putting these Gano doors on, they do have a fair bit of wind noise, which is a bit annoying, but still see out of them fine. Everyone reckons like, oh, you get no vision. What's that? Looks like vision to me, buddy. And that's that banging noise. I'm going slow, and that's that thud of whatever I think the upper control arm hitting. So hate that. It's got the full fart. Oh man, it sounds good. So good. Ooh, dodge that one good. You can just be an idiot. Like, even though it's slow, it's honestly not as slow as you would think, being fully stocked. But you can be stupid and do like stuff like this. Anyway, boys, that's it for this video. Thank you all for sticking around. I'm trying to get on the grind and post more, so hopefully you guys are into the chaser and want to see a bit more. If you have any ideas on videos you want to see, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and peace.